said that while it is committed to improving safety oversight, the post-market review process will be limited by budget and current law. Okay, I just told you what they think the law is, how they interpret the law, where they said the law says it's the company's responsibility. And if you go deeper, which we've done on this program, the FDA also says it's the responsibility of the people. It's a responsibility of the people to demand safety of the products from the company. Okay. So to me, I'm reading between the lines here and I'm like, oh, now they created this whole reorg involving, like, what did I say, 8,000 different employees, largest reorg they've done to tackle all these problems. But number one, they're already saying they don't have enough money. And number two, they're saying they're restrained by the current law. Okay. So I'm reading it two ways. One, yeah, it's based on their own interpretation of the law and the fact that they made it voluntary. The notification process is voluntary, made that possible by the FDA. Number two, what does this mean? Are they going to try to now expand? Are they going to try to overreach now even more than they already have? Because we got to implement this, right? Babies died. Very, very sad and unfortunate, right? Yes, babies died in part because of their incompetence. And we have all these chemicals in the food supply that are making people sick. And so who's going to not want to support that, right? We're going to be like, oh yeah, let's give them more money. Yeah, let's let them have more regulations because this is not okay. Like what's happening, right? So I completely see where they're going, but let me give you one more example and then I'll turn it over to you of how the FDA handles things. All right. So another GRAS chemical was brominated vegetable oil. Okay, BVO, brominated vegetable oil. This was in Mountain Dew, for instance. It's still in over 600 products sold in the United States, and that's according to the USDA, okay? It has been removed from Mountain Dew more recently, but again, it's still in 600 products sold in the United States. Okay, brominated vegetable oil is a patented flame retardant for plastics. It was banned in Japan. It was banned in India. It has been banned in the United Kingdom since 1970. It's been banned in the European Union since 2008. But in the US, brominated vegetable oil has been in our food supply since the 1920s. And it actually wasn't until this year that the FDA actually banned BVO, brominated vegetable oil, from our food supply. The FDA released a statement this year saying that BVO is no longer considered safe as a result of studies that were done in collaboration with the NIH, or the National Health Institute. And they did find potential for adverse health effects in humans. So what they find? They found that it could damage the thyroid gland, leading to hypothyroidism, weight gain, and depression. Well, Joel, how many people do we know that have issues with thyroid problems, issues with weight, and that are depressed, right? And I'm not saying it's directly from BVO, but you can't overlook this when now finally, after decades and decades of consumption and other countries banning this compound on scientifically sound evidence, now the FDA is finally saying, oh, we think it could cause these issues, so let's stop it. And it's still in the food supply. It's not going to be taken out of the food supply until next year. Like that's the grace period. The companies have time to get it out of the food supply. It's so by August 2nd of 2025, it's supposed to be gone. But this BVO is a perfect example of our blind trust in the food supply. BVO was originally a GRAS chemical. And like most of the chemicals that we read on the ingredient list, and I used to do this too. Like I used to do this. I'd go into the grocery store and occasionally I would look at an ingredient list. And if there was an ingredient that I didn't know where it came from, for instance, or some chemical compound, I didn't know how it was processed, I assumed somebody looked at it for safety because it's on the grocery store shelf, right? And my tax dollars go toward the FDA and the USDA, who are supposed to protect our food supply, or at least I thought. And so I trusted him. And this is what we have now. We have this, it's like it's been passed down from generation to generation, like an heirloom, this veil of trust, right? Ever since, was it 1906 when the FDA was first born, there was this veil of unearned trust that came down over the eyes of Americans. And I feel like, and it was unearned, it was an unearned veil of trust. And I feel like we've passed that down from generation to generation, like a family heirloom. And this is just one more veil that's going to come down over the eyes of Americans with this new program, right? This new human foods program. It's not going to do what they're saying that it's going to do, you know. And I'm going to throw this over to you, but I'm thinking this may actually, if they actually do something, right? I hope they do nothing, right? As somebody who understands how this bureaucracy works and how it creates problems, and then it tries to scoop in and be the hero of those problems, furthering this unearned veil of trust. I hope it does nothing.